I meant it. I wish we didn't have to fight each other. Me too. But this is how it has to be.
Why? Why is this how it has to be? What are the two of you accomplishing by doing this? What are the two sides accomplishing by doing this? Hello everyone, this is Venus Brown. I am back with another episode of Tokyo Ghoul. This is the season's penultimate episode, episode 11, called Deluge of Flowers. I always think of flowers as being something beautiful, positive, maybe something peaceful. But a deluge, I don't know. Like, I would assume it symbolizes something, but what exactly, I don't know. We shall see. I forgot to say anything really at the end of the last episode. I just shut it off. So, we'll do that now.
Kaneki, when he was, attacking the investigators, he wasn't, actually killing any of them. At least it didn't seem like he was.
Right. And it does seem like he's been doing a lot of that, especially, I think it was the end of one of the episodes. He had said something like he thought he was eating them, but the whole time they were eating him. And I think ever since that point, ever since the other detective confronted him, he seems to be reacting more passively, more of a pacifist. So pacifists will defend themselves. They will defend their loved ones, but they generally operate on an idea that they are not going to actively try to hurt or kill somebody. So maybe he will do what he needs to do to protect the people that he loves, but he's going to be trying not to kill them all in the process.
Did you notice when the one guy talked about Ghoul Afterlife?
No.
The guy with the messed up face, he was about to kill the Black Dover lady. Basically, she says, I'll see you in hell. And he's like, ghouls don't have an afterlife. And then that's when Kaneki knocks him back and says, are you sure humans have one?
We like to make assumptions about people and things and creatures that we don't see as ourselves. We try to intentionally separate ourselves and consider ourselves being so different from them. We make a lot of stupid assumptions that are just blatantly wrong. And so I could see how they would be assuming that, ghouls aren't human, they're not going to have this. But we demonstrate all the time that, if it's this idea that, you're too inhumane, so how could you have an afterlife? How could you have these things that we associate with humanity? Humans have done some pretty fucking inhumane shit. And that's being demonstrated in this show, definitely. A lot of inhumane shit. And honestly, we make a lot of the problems that we end up having to deal with by being that way. Alright, so let's go ahead, get started on this episode.
Shinohara.
I wonder if it was at the end of this episode that I saw it.
Maybe.
Wait a minute. This is episode 11, right?
I don't know.
I think so.
True.
That's why. It was supposed to be at the end of this
But if you
episode.
happened to die before me, I would be sad.
I'm just all over the place. Can't keep shit straight in my head. Okay, so now this is Aogiri. Aogiri.
Let's get to work, Noto. I'll only ask once. Let me pass. Sorry, can't do that.
many more of these bastards are left!
Doesn't matter, we cannot let them pass!
Hell. All this time, there were two of them.
That tickles.
We've lost contact with the 4th Division. Division 4 needs backup.
But they'll break through if we leave.
That's an order. This whole world has gone straight to hell. And it's your kind who sent it there.
Because when it comes to the state of the world, you can't point your finger at ghouls or humans. We're all to blame.
Whoa, I thought we were done for. He saved them. Just what is he up to?
Maybe ask. Again, I know you asked before, but he was in a really fucked up state when you asked him last time.
If I had a choice, I would choose not to fight you. But I don't.
Get your head out of the clouds!
My mistake.
I'll take care of things here. You get going.
But Sato...
Shut up and go! The chief ordered you to assist them, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go!
Yeah, unless you feel there's something something seriously wrong with the order you've been given, you're supposed to follow orders. And I don't see she had justification to not follow those orders.
Don't mistake me for your Dojima girl. I'm not her. I'm me. If you need me to prove it, I can.
All the work you did redesigning this for me. It'd be a shame to let it get destroyed here.
The fuck? Well, that looks a lot cooler, but...
You're Hoji's subordinate. Oh. Tell me where to find him.
Hoji will rip you apart and send you back to hell!
Is that right?
Sato, no.
I can't stop.
I feel like somebody needs to get Juzo out of there. Keep it together, Ken. Oh, no.
I thought you were different from other ghouls. But you're just another heartless killer, aren't you?
It's only been bred to be that way. So, what do you think? Maybe if you just sat down and had a cup of coffee together. Although that didn't work out for the other two.
I meant it. I wish we didn't have to fight.
fight each other. Me too. But this is how it has to be.
Why? Why is this how it has to be? What are the two of you accomplishing by doing this? What are the two sides accomplishing by doing this? Repeatedly, over and over and over again, this has obviously been a massive cycle that you've continued over and over again.
So what's your name?
Not you two individually, but your sides.
If you don't mind me asking.
Kotaro Amon. Only we've met under different circumstances.
And what's yours? Because you're obviously not called Eye Patch. That's obviously not your name.
When your foe is before you, fight, even if it costs you your life. Never give up. Sorry, Akira. I went and broke it anyway.
Okay.
Arima just arrived.
Who?
What's up?
What the hell happened? We had him on the ropes!
I've been waiting for this.
Oops. Ew.
Yeah, really weird.
I have to hurry to untake him. Yoshimura, Toka, Inami, and everyone else. I will protect you all. I'll save you.
It doesn't look like you're doing much protecting in your current state. I'm pretty sure I saw a glimpse of him at the beginning of the next episode, because it was on when I finally shut this off, I think. And I'm pretty sure the last episode is called Ken.
You're never gonna
So-
learn, are you?
I don't suspect he will die. Somebody's there. Is it Toka? Because I didn't see her actually do anything. No.
Take.
Tell you what, making coffee's a lot harder than it looks. Hey, it's been a while.
So he got in the CCG.
I'm not entirely sure how the whole thing works, because at first he was like doing the like male stuff.
Right.
I'm thinking maybe because I know why he did it, It's for Kaneki, obviously, but I'm thinking maybe it was like at first he was the male guy and then he realized he needed more information, so he joined the CCG, or maybe the male guy was like a sort of internship or something, like a lower level of the CCG.
And because it wasn't that long ago that we saw him in his male gear talking to that one kid that was afraid to die.
Yeah. And then
who I think just died. I suspected he was gonna die.
Who? The guy that was saying he didn't want to die?
When they did those letters
Yeah.
to your next of kin, he seemed very upset about it. He seemed like he was very petrified he was gonna die.
Yeah. He has a difficult situation, but so there is an after credit in this part.
Right. Yeah, this is what I saw. This part right here, and it was right after that I stopped watching it. But
yeah, I've never seen this. I never watched this after credits.
So what I thought was 3 people was actually 2 people.
Yeah.
Why, hello, Father.
Is that the author?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. Unless they do it in after credit scenes, I don't think they ever mention him again. He also doesn't do great later on.
So he did live?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't even know that until I looked him up somewhat recently, and I saw that they talked about him like after that whole owl extermination stuff. I was like, wait, he survived that?
Right. Yeah, I was worried because the way that they were treating his scenes definitely reminded me of characters that often get killed off. Yeah. Not too long after that. So I was definitely concerned that they would kill him off.
I mean, he might as well be killed off because I'm pretty sure they never mention him again in the anime. In the manga, I'm pretty sure they basically like give little snippets about what's going on with him, and they aren't good.
There were things about him I disliked, but I don't have anything truly against the guy. It was just little things that he would say and the way he'd act about certain things that I didn't like. But that's the way people are, you know? Everybody's gonna do some shit and act in a certain way that is gonna rub certain people the wrong way. It doesn't mean they're bad. That doesn't mean they need to die or go away or anything like that. It just means they have certain faults that rub some people the wrong way.
Yeah, I think the guy that was like petrified of dying, he is the one that deals with the worst situation out of everyone in probably the entire anime.
We only have one more episode for this season. I'm not sure if I'm going to go straight into season 3 after this, or if I'm going to do one season of another show and then come back to season 3. And season 3 looks like it's broken up into 2 parts. Yeah. So.
And I will say it will be very confusing for a while.
Okay. I may switch off to Attack on Titan one season, then do the next season of Tokyo Ghoul. Have not decided. Finale's coming up, so finale called Ken.
Yeah. The next episode is a lot.
A lot. And usually finales are a lot.
Yeah, and then pretty much the entire rest of the show is gonna be a lot for a while.
Okay.
It does have a fairly good ending. It's not like one of those animes where it's like, oh, everyone's depressed and sad and nobody's happy ever.
Okay, so something to look forward to. Season finale next week. I'll see you then.